welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, this is Mom Cyrene to explain to you science. And this video would be our Module 2 of the lesson, Chemistry. Okay, so mag-shoutout muna tayo. Shoutout to Ma'am Ana Canindo from Quezon National High School, who is also a teacher in Filipino. Okay, so for this video, our lesson would all about be chemical bonding. In our module number 2, what we will encounter is about the bonding between the elements to form a new compound. Now, in the chemical bonding of our lesson today, we will have part 1, part 2, and part 3 of the discussion for you to understand the lesson clearly. So for the part 1 of our lesson, our main goal is just to define what is chemical bonding and the terms that you may encounter when you bond chemicals or elements. Hey, teka muna. Bago natin pag-usapan ng chemical bonding, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng salitang bonding? So from the following pictures na nakikita ninyo, yan yung iba't ibang klase o iba't ibang ibig sabihin ng salitang bonding. Siyempre, ang bonding hindi lang naman nangyayari sa chemistry. Pero, magkakaroon tayo ng idea sa salitang bonding from sa pagkakaintindi natin ng salitang ito kapag ini-apply natin siya sa chemistry in chemical bonding. Di ba pag nagbo-bonding tayo, for example, tawagin natin siyang family bonding. Pag nagpo-family bonding tayo, mostly the family members ay magkakasama, nagkikwentuhan, nagsasaya, kumakain ng magkakasama. So in short, magkakasama. Or you are just in one place having together. Kaya nga salitang together, ibig sabihin magkasama. So when we say bonding, ito ay pagsasama-sama. Ngayon, kung ang ibig sabihin ng salitang bonding ay pagsasama-sama, ngayon ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng chemical bonding? If we apply it now to the chemistry. So when we say chemical bonding is a kind of force that holds a group of two or more atoms together and make them function as a unit. So meaning to say, dalawa o higit pang atoms ang pinagsasama natin at sa pagsasamang ito, makakabuo tayo ng panibago na magkakaroon ng panibagong function. Okay, to explain chemical bonding, sabi natin kanina, chemical bonding is a force that holds two or more atoms sa water. Water is an example of a chemical bond. Pero para malaman natin kung paano nabuo ang water sa pamamagitan ng chemical bonding, kailangan alam natin yung kanyang chemical formula. So the chemical formula of water is H2O. So sabi natin kanina, sa meaning ng chemical bonding, it is a force holding two or more atoms. So mean to say, we have atom of hydrogen and an atom of oxygen. So meron tayong dalawang klase ng atoms na nagsama para makabuo ng panibagong function or makabuo ng water. So an example of a chemical bonding, for example, is water. And water is composed of H2O, hydrogen and oxygen na pinagsama natin in a form of chemical bonding para mabuo natin ngayon si water. So in the compound, water, which is H2O, is composed of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So yung number 2 natin dito, pagkatapos ng letter ng H, ang ibig sabihin, meron tayong dalawang bilang ng hydrogen At dahil walang numbers sa katabi ng letter O, ibig sabihin, it is automatic that it has number 1, wherein yung number 1 ay hindi na natin kailangan pang isulat. So, mean to say, in the water, it is composed of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen na nagkaroon ng force sa pagitan ng dalawa, kaya nagkaroon ng chemical bonding. So ngayon, alam na natin kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng chemical bonding at ginamit nating example ay water na binubuo ng atom of hydrogen and atom of oxygen na nagsama para makabuo ng panibagong unit na water. Now, question is, why do atoms react with one another? Bakit nga ba kailangan ng atoms makipag-react sa kapwa atom na kagaya ng hydrogen at oxygen? Bakit ba kailangan nilang mag-react sa isa't isa at bumuo ng chemical bond? So para sagutin ang katanungan natin, ang mga atoms ay nagre-react sa isa't isa para maging stable. Or to attain stability. So, ang goal ng ating mga atoms, kaya sila nakikipag-chemical bonding or nakikipag-bond sa iba pang atom is simply for them to be stable or to attain stability. So, meaning, ang isang atom na kagaya ng hydrogen ay isang klase ng atom na hindi stable. So, para siya ay maging stable, kailangan niyang makipag-bonding sa iba pang atom na kagaya ng oxygen at nung nagsama silang dalawa, it now become stable. So, the reason why atoms react with one another and form chemical bonding is simply for them to be stable or attain the word stability. So, now you know why atoms perform chemical bonding is simply to be stable. Ngayon, the next question is, what is involved in the bonding of atoms to form compounds? Ano nga bang kailangan natin para makapag-bonding tayo ng elements? Okay, for us to perform chemical bonding such as H2O or water, the valence electron of an atom is used. So, kaya pala natin na pag-bonding si H at si O to form water, ginamitan natin ito ng kanya-kanyang valence electron. Valence electron of hydrogen and valence electron of oxygen is used to perform the bonding between hydrogen and oxygen. So, para pala makapag-bonding tayo, kinakailangan ay alam natin ang valence electron ng atom na ating gagamitin. Pero, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng salitang valence electron? So, when we say valence electron is the electrons that is found on the last orbital, or it is also called as the outermost energy level. So, meaning to say, yung pinakahuling electrons sa pinakahuling energy level ang ginagamit natin para makapag-perform tayo ng chemical bonding. So, gamitin ulit nating example, yung ating water, which is H2O. So, aalamin natin kung anong valence electron ng hydrogen at valence electron ng oxygen. So, for us to identify the valence electron, which is the outermost energy level, so kung naaalala nyo pa yung discussion natin tungkol sa Niels Bohr model, which is the planetary model, yun yung gagamitin natin para malaman natin ang outermost energy level. So, gawa ka ng nucleus. Sa nucleus, isulat mo dun yung symbol ng element. So, the symbol of the element is H. Then, gawa ka muna ng electron configuration. So, yung electron configuration is our last lesson from the previous video. So, gagawin natin ng electron configuration na yung ating hydrogen, which is 1s2, 1. Saan galing ang electron configuration? Electron configuration is based with the atomic number of hydrogen. Since the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, so to make the electron configuration, ito yung pinakauna sa diagram, 1s, then we write 1 at the top to make the electron configuration of hydrogen. So dahil s lang yung subshell natin, at 1 yung energy mo, so kapag dinrawing mo yun, nucleus, and then, this is energy level 1, kasi 1 yung nakalagay, and then, how many electrons? We also have 1. So, ibig sabihin, ang katumbas ng 1s1, this is the energy level. This is the subshell. And this is the number of electron. So, pag naggawa tayo ng kanyang model, we have the unit or the symbol at the middle, which is the nucleus. We have number 1, which is the energy level. So, drawing ka ngayon ng isang energy level. At ilang electron meron sa energy level na yun ay kung ilang number ang nandito sa taas. At dahil 1 lang yan, so ibig sabihin, the energy level electron has only 1 electron. May kasunod pa ba tayo drawing? Wala na kasi wala namang kadugtong sa electron configuration. So, meaning to say, may isa ka ditong energy level at ang valence electron niya ay yung pinakahuling energy level. Dahil ito lang naman ang energy level mo, so meron kang ilang electron. Meron kang isa. So, ibig sabihin, the valence electron of hydrogen is 1. Paano naman sa oxygen? So, sa oxygen, alamin mo muna ang atomic number ng oxygen. So, the atomic number of oxygen is 8. Then, make the electron configuration. You have 1 s2, 2 s2, and then 2p. 2 plus 2 is 4. Para makabuo ka ng 8, kulang ka na lang ng 4. So, you have 1s2, 2s2, and 2p4 for the electron configuration of oxygen. So, after mong magawa ang electron configuration, pwede ka nang mag-drawing ng model. So, you have O for oxygen, 1 energy level, 2 second energy level, may iba pa ba? 2, eto na rin yun. So, wala nang kasunod. So, ibig sabihin hanggang 2 energy level meron ang oxygen. So, sa energy level 1, which is 1s, ilang electrons meron? Merong 2. So, 1, 2. For the energy level 2s, may ilang electron? 2 din. So, drawing ka ng 1, 2. Next, 2p4. Saan ko ito drawing yung 2p4? Since 2 ang nakalagay sa energy level, so dito pa rin ako magdodrawing sa second energy level. Ilang electrons? 4. So, magdadagdag pa ako ng 1, 2, 3, 4. So, mean to say, sa energy level 2, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 na electrons. At dahil ito ang pinaka-outermost energy level ng ating oxygen, so ang valence electron ng ating oxygen ay 6. Okay, so this is now the valence electron of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen has 1 valence electron and oxygen has 6 valence electron. Again, valence electron are based from the outermost energy level na dinrawing natin kanina, or it is the last orbital of the atom. So yung itinuro ko kanina to identify the valence electron is the longest way or the longer way of finding the valence electron. Now, what if you do not have the time? Wala kang oras para mag-drawing at gumawa ng electron configuration para malaman ang valence electron. So, the easiest way o pinakamadaling paraan para malaman ang valence electron ng element is to just look on the group number of the element. So, meaning kung anong group number ng element, yun din ang kanyang valence electron. So, for example, hydrogen is in group 1, then the valence electron is also 1. Oxygen is found on group 6, so its valence electron is also 6. Saan mo ba makikita ang group or family? So, yung group or family makikita natin sa position at pwesto nila sa periodic table. The lesson of the periodic table would be our part 2 of the video. So, sa ngayon, ang gamitin muna natin yung valence electron na itinuro ko kanina. Now, on the valence electron of hydrogen and oxygen, since alam na natin ang valence electron nila, ang tanong naman ngayon, how can we identify the electrons needed to be stable? Ilang electrons ba ang kailangan para maging stable ang ating bonding? Ngayon, kung ang hydrogen ay may isang electron at ang oxygen ay may 6 na electron, paano mo ngayon masasabi na stable? To attain stability for hydrogen and oxygen, the electrons needed to be stable is to have a number of 8 electrons. So, para maging stable ang isang atom, kailangan ang electrons na meron siya ay 8. Since ang hydrogen ay isa, kulang pa siya ng 7 para maging stable. At ang oxygen naman ay may 6, kulang pa siya ng 2 para maging stable. So, para parehas silang maging stable, kailangan nilang mag-perform ng bonding. Kailangan nilang makipag-bonding sa isa't isa para parehas silang maging stable. So, yung hydrogen natin may either lose or gain. Oxygen may either also lose or gain electrons. Pero dahil masyadong maunti ang electron ng hydrogen, ang tendency ng hydrogen is to lose or bitawan yung isang meron siya. Iisa na nga lang meron, bibitawan pa. Next. So, yung oxygen natin, dahil meron siyang 6 na electrons, the tendency of the oxygen is to gain electrons. 6 nang meron ako, kulang na lang ako ng 2. Bibitawan ko pa ba? So, syempre, kukuha na lang ako ng 2 pa para maging stable. So, para maging stable silang 2, yung oxygen, kinuha niya yung isang meron si hydrogen para maging stable. So, that is the purpose why atoms perform chemical bonding. Just in order for them to be stable. At ilang electrons ang kailangan to be stable? It should be 8 electrons. Gusto nyo bang mag-perform tayo ng chemical bonding? Of course. Pero, syempre, bago ka mag-perform ng chemical bonding, una at higit sa lahat, kailangan familiarize ka muna sa periodic table. because we will make use of periodic table to perform chemical bonding. So, for the next video lesson that we will have is to discuss some of the parts of periodic table para familiarize tayo dun sa sinasabi natin kaninang group or family or kung saan nakapwesto ang ating element. So, stay tuned students for our next video. On the next video, let us study the world of periodic table. Bye for now, and let's see again on our next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!